Hi, this is Ginger. Welcome to the channel where we create things to spread joy to others. And today we're creating two lovely Mother's Day cards to celebrate mothers in our lives. My Mother's Day cards are for my mother and my mother-in-law, and they are created using all Lawn Fawn products. They are using Magic Changer, but you could use other projects with the Magic Changer to create. We are using the strawberry stamp from Lawn Fawn that was released in February. The Magic Changer sayings, which are really versatile and have a lot of ways that they could be used for a lot of seasons. And then, of course, the Magic Changer along with the add-on. So let's get started. To stamp out the images, I used an 8.5 by 11 cardstock cut in half. This is going to make it nice because when I position the images, I will put down the Magic Changer and use that as my guide of where to put the images using the MISTI. Any stamp platform will work. This is just helping you line up exactly where to stamp these stamps. Now, the reason I decided on the strawberry image is I had used it on some blind date books that I created, and I'll link that video below. It was a big hit with my friends and they thought they were adorable. It's also strawberry season, and I thought it went well with telling your mother that you love her. Also, the great thing about it is I was tired of always using flowers on cards for Mother's Day. I was just tired of that and wanted something new and interesting and fun. And I thought that they would enjoy changing the image back and forth with the Magic Changer. In this video, I have also put chapters so that you can quickly jump around. I am going to color these images. It's just basic coloring, but you can see the colors that I used. And by able to jump around, then if you need to go back to a section of the video to watch it, please feel free to do so. I find it makes it easier to be able to assemble the card. Also, in addition to that, I have mixed up both cards within this video because I lost some of the footage, but the only difference between the cards is the color on the front, red or green. So therefore, this video should make it easy for you to create any type of Magic Changer card. I would also look through your stash and see what is available to be able to create your card. Anything that will fit in that Magic Changer window will make this card, so it doesn't have to be all Lawn Fawn products. Another thing I've done is after I color the image and I find it looks best afterwards, is I just stamp the little strawberry seeds straight onto the strawberry. I'm also going to continue using the colors that I used to color the strawberries with the Mother's Day, except for the exception of the Y38. I really loved how that kind of popped out mother on the card and really kind of showcased that for Mother's Day because it is their special day and I wanted it to be showcased. If you make Mother's Day cards, do you always make them with flowers, or have you used another type of image? If so, share with us below what you have used. I laid out my Magic Changer on my Anna Griffith magnetic mat to be able to cut out each of the images. And I trimmed a small amount off the bottom of this one so that it fit on the magnetic board. But you could also use tape to hold down your Magic Changer so it cuts it right at the perfect spot. When you go to assemble your pieces, you will want to use your static powder. You will use your static powder on the front and the back of both of the pieces. And the reason you use the static powder is it's going to make the mechanism slide easier. You will take the one mechanism and tuck it in to the other mechanism. I just wanted to make sure everything fit and that we get a good score down the middle and then on each of the sides. And if you mess up like I did, just take your time and you can fix it back and it will work out wonderfully for your card. This just gives your inside magic changer a way to glide, and it will also help adhere the two mechanisms together. You will use 1/8 inch score tape on the backs of each of the scores lines, and then you will also put it on the front. And this will allow us to have a channel to run the magic changer in, and then also to adhere the front and the back piece together whenever the magic changer is assembled. And you will see that in here. I do recommend using your bone folder. It helps you be able to get that score tape off easier. And to test it out first, you slide in each of the little slots into the mechanism, and then you pull on it just to make sure it's lined up properly and it's going to work before you start adhering everything down. So this worked out well. I like how it's sliding. It doesn't need any more powder. So I'm going ahead and making sure that I take the tape off those bottom sides and keep that magic changer card from getting in the way on either side, but I have that channel and it works for me perfectly. Now I will take off the tape on the other side so that I can adhere the two parts of the card together for the magic changer. And then you will have the hardest part of the whole card created and made and put together for your card. And then it is just going to take some decorating of the front and the pull tab. I cut the pull tab out of some polka dot paper, and I also cut the top part of the card that's decorated with pattern paper using my Anna Griffith cutter. And I'm going to put the pull tab on the top. This is for the add-on, but there's also a tab that comes with it that has an error, and you'll see that on the card that I did in green. And this just helps that mechanism stop at a certain point and then lets the recipient know to pull up the card. And then I will go ahead and adhere down my cardstock to the front of the card and get it adjusted. I like to use that Bearly Art glue because it lets me adjust it. It's still working, really pretty, and that's what I want. So I like to test it out as I go along. Then I will put score tape again on the back of this because they're going to be pulling on it. I want something strong. I'm using 1/4 inch score tape on here, and I want to put it down really well, crease it with my bone folder, make sure it sticks in place, and then it also helps me quickly pull and release that tape so that I can put it onto my card. This card base is just from pre-made cards that I had in my stash that I think I got in Michael's. I think it went well together. Here are how both cards turned out. You can see that one tab has a pull, the other tab has just the error for you to pull it. If you enjoyed these cards and you like them, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Here's a suggestion from YouTube, and thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope this helps you make a wonderful Mother's Day card, and happy Mother's Day.